A very, a very good evening, everyone. Again, and this is a placement and work with us CEST Club. CEST is official civil engineering student technical club of NITR Club. We have brought to you placement and works where we have interviewed our senior and alumni who have excelled in various fields and got placed in some of our dream companies. With their help, we aim to our help aspiring students pave their their career. In today's session of Placement Unboxed, we have proud to have with us Mr. Ayushman Behera. He is currently a final year student of NITR and is placed at Cairn Oil and Gas as a graduate engineer trainee. To begin with, behalf of all team of CEST Club, we would like to extend our promise a congratulations on your placement. Please give a brief introduction about yourself and your interest.
Thank you very much. And coming towards me, myself Ayushman Behera, and I am from Noida, Odisha, and I'm pursuing my civil engineering degree in NIT Rourkela. And thank you very much, CEST Club, for inviting me. So I'm very glad to have here.
Thank you. How has your life at NIT Club been during your graduation days?
If I give it a short brief, so it will be 2 years for me at NIT Rourkela. Apart from which 2 years were from the online mode. So I didn't get much time at NIT Rourkela and exploring very much about myself. So in this mean 2 years time, I still made like a very good moments with my friends, and I also prepared for. In the meanwhile, in the lockdown, I prepared for the GATE, which I think that helped in my interview process. So going forward towards it, it was much a delightful experience, and I have a great time.
Thank you. You have been placed at Cairn Oil and Gas as a graduate engineer training. Could you please elaborate your work profile here?
Yeah, graduate engineering training means they will first give you a training about the company requirements such as the works which should be done in the site and also the depth of work that it needs to be done there. So they will give a brief about for a 1 year or 6 month type intern. It is just a big internship you can say. So graduate as the offer letter has not been disclosed, so I cannot tell you much about it.
Thank you. Was it only company you have interviewed for?
No, I have given two analytics companies and also two core companies before. So it did a great help for me to achieve this interview at Ken. So it was a great experience to have done such 4 interviews.
Thank you. Did you appear for GATE, ESE or any other exam?
Yeah, in my pre-final year, I have means I have given the GATE exam, but not ESC, and I didn't qualify if I go with honest. So I didn't give the GATE exam in the final years for preparing for the placement season. So
Thank you. When is the right time to start preparing for placements?
in my opinion, if I will say the perfect time will be your pre-final year time because in the mere 2 years you still have to learn some many more things. In the third year, basically it is your intensive season, and you should learn from the internship as the practical concepts of the civil. Not only the bookish knowledge will not give you will not give you any help for the interviews. So I think the pre-final year stage is the most important time for preparing for the placements.
Thank you. Did you have a dream company of yours and how did it feel after being selected for them?
The dream company obviously was for me. It was PSUs like BPCL, which came at the July month, I guess. So it didn't work out for me the interview. So I did learn many more things, what to do next in that interview. So it did a great help for me for preparing for the next interview.
Thank you. Do you did you do any internship and how you could what they could dismiss?
Yeah, I did my internship at Odisha Bridge Corporation Limited. It was situated in the job location was in Puri, and the projects were about the shopping complex and the multi-level parking. and it was basically a construction type internship. So we did get a much practical knowledge, which did help us for the interview process, and I did get a lot of knowledge from this. Also, it did help. It did a great help for me.
Thank you. How significant is CGPA to get placed in good companies according to you? What is the minimum CGPA a student should aim for?
For core companies, I think CGPA would matter, but not that much because if you still manage to get above 8 CGPA, I think you will be eligible for all the core companies. And they will ask about the CG, but they prefer knowledge above the CG, I guess.
Thank you. Can you walk through the selection procedure and tell us about the interview questions?
The process at the Cairn interview was divided into three stages. First was the online test, and second was the GD, which was held also online. And the final process was the interview. It was a personal interview, means it was a mix of HR and technical round. So this was the overall process for the Cairn interview.
Thank you. What was the preparation strategy for your placement? Did you follow some specific materials?
Mm, I did follow some specific materials. I practiced a lot of questions of verbal reasoning and analytical reasoning from indiabix.com. It is a very good website for beginners to start with, and also from YouTube videos. I learn a lot of tricks and tips and tricks for solving that questions very faster. So I think if you can search from the web and you can practice it, so you can excel at the online test.
Thank you. For core placements, what are the area or skill do you recommend you focus on?
For core placements, I will still tell you that the construction sector is the most important one. So, if you can choose four topics for the construction sector, and they will definitely ask you about that four questions, four topics. First of all, it is geotechnical engineering, which is basically about the soil foundation, and the second one is the concrete technology. It is basically about the structures and concrete. And third one is the steel structures. And fourth one is definitely the RCC. So if you can master these four topics, then I don't think if you will face any difficulties in core interviews.
Okay. For company usually visit during the second half of placement season, how do you maintain a positive attitude when many of your batchmates were getting placed in other sectors?
First of all, I have said before that I have already given the consultancy interviews. So it was not a easy time for me to prepare for core interviews at that time. So yeah, it was a very difficult time, but I still managed to um, I managed to have my self confidence to go through the time and still prepare for the core interviews. And I was preparing for the GATE exam, so it did a great help for me to have a confidence that I can crack these core interviews, and wait for the opportunity.
Thank you. What are your favorite core subjects and according to you, what are some essential topics for placements?
The interviewer at Cairn asked me about the two subjects, so I did tell them about concrete technology and geotechnical engineering, which were already my favorite subjects. So, if I will tell the subjects that are most important, then it will be concrete and geotech, obviously, and the steel structure and RCC should be also in my list.
Thank you. What do you plan on switching field or taking up higher studies in the near future?
In the near future, I don't think I will still switch the companies because I had to learn a lot from at this age. So in near future, I don't think I will switch the company, or I will still hoping for learning a lot of things. And in later future, if you say I will try to do an MBA in construction management, but I don't think it is my concrete opinion.
Thank you. Were you a part of club culture in college? How many clubs were you a part of?
Honestly, I will say I didn't involve any club cultures. But I feel that all the people should join the club cultures, and it also helps the students to gain a lot of knowledge about the leadership qualities and management qualities. So I do feel club culture is important for the students.
Thank How many hours did you study in there? Apart from this?
I was not a regular studious guy, and honestly, I will say I did prepare the notes well into the class, and I did not study that much. I just think that to manage to get a good CGPA, I still think if you have proper notes and have listened the class well, so you can excel in the exam and midterm exams also.
What was your experience pursuing a civil engineering degree? Would you ever suggest anyone to take civil engineering as a branch?
First of all, civil engineering degree I was given according to my rank. It was not my first choice at all, and I was preferring for mechanical engineering at the time of giving J, but it didn't happen. So I did feel sad at that time. But in the mere 4 years, I did learn a lot of about civil engineering, and I am enjoying my this new branch also. So it is a very good means it is a very good branch for students also. If you are choosing for government jobs or if you are still looking for a practical knowledge in which you can apply, so it is good that civil engineering will do the job for you.
Thank you. Any concluding tips you would give to give this talent in course?
First of all, try to be honest according to your CV. It is very important that you should be honest. So they will ask obviously the question, things you have mentioned in the CV. So if you are faking, so they will definitely look at you, and it is a very negative impact that is going to have in your interview. So be true to yourself and and select 4 topics and master it at least. So it will be helping you in the core interviews.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your insightful words, others. That was a lot of information, and again, congratulations to this exciting achievement and best of luck as you begin this new chapter in